Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all okay. I am going to go through the writing with you today. So I understand that writing a balanced argument might be a new experience for some of you. So that's why it's really important that you look through the example text that I put on Seesaw. So if you've not done that and you've not analysed that example text, that's got to be your priority. So that's got to be done first, because if you've not looked at an example text, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand what's expected. And it helps you just pick up some key vocabulary, key phrases, just get a feel of the writing, how it's structured. It's really important that you do that. So that's got to be a priority. And if you've done that, then you can move on to making your for and against grid like I've done here. Now I've done it on my computer just so you can see it, but it would be just as effective using post-it notes or just scribbling it on a piece of paper, as long as you've got it there and you've got it on two sides. Now, when it comes to writing your balanced argument, okay, it's more about quality than quantity with your arguments. Now, you could probably think of 20 different arguments to put on each side here, but realistically, what you want is 3 or 4 really strong and really powerful points on either side, which you can expand on and write more about, because it can be hard to write about 40 different points when it comes to your final piece. So try and think of the most influential, important decisions which could affect your issue. Okay, and then you can expand on them. Sometimes you could think of a really good point, but actually there's not really too much you could write about it. Whereas if I'm talking about safety, in schools, with schools reopening, then I can expand on that and I can write a lot about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. What I've done is I've put my issue in the middle, I've put for and against, and for some of my ideas, okay, I knew some of them just from maybe watching the news, but if you're not too sure about your point, then it's going to be really important that you maybe do a bit of research first. What you could do is you could Google. I googled schools reopening schools reopening newspaper articles, and they came up. But you could also use some of the ones that I've put on here. There's no problem with you magpieing some, or if there's any adults who aren't too busy, maybe you could ask them for some ideas later on, or you could discuss it when you've got some free time. But doing this is going to be really important. Remember, it's not about how many points you can think of, it's about choosing maybe 3 or 4 really key important points which you can expand on. The green lines there are counter arguments, so they link to each other.